Good morning. Today I'm proud to share an update on the progress we have made in the Cook County Clerk's Office over the past 6 months, highlighted by the release of our official transition report. This report outlines the work we've already begun and charts a clear path forward to strengthen our services and operations. First, I would like to acknowledge and thank the members of our transition team, some of who are joining us today. Thank you for producing a dynamic, forward-looking document that will serve as a blueprint for revitalizing the clerk's office for years to come. So I know we have consultant Early Walker here today. We have from University of Chicago, IOP, Mark Schwartz, Larissa Lund, Phil Harrigan, and Emily Morgan. We also have some University of Chicago students. Thank you so much for attending today, and thank you for your help. So, the transition report presents a comprehensive review of our office's operations, new initiatives that are already underway, and key goals that will guide us in the months to come. One of our top priorities has been language access, a critical issue in a county that is diverse as Cook. Whether someone is casting a ballot, obtaining a birth certificate, or recording a property deed, every resident deserves to be treated with dignity, and that starts with being understood. Today, our office provides ballots in 12 languages during all suburban elections, making Cook County one of the national leaders in ballot access, but we're not stopping there. To further improve communication with our multilingual residents, we've introduced Pocket Talk devices. I'll give you an example. See? These are handheld two-way translation tools that are now being used daily in our customer-facing departments. These devices allow real-time communication in more than 90 languages, and they are already breaking down barriers across our services. As the largest election jurisdiction in Illinois, the clerk's office is also committed to making voting safer, more accessible, and more secure. Today, we're proud to showcase one of our newest innovations, the Smart Ballot Drop Box. And I need to personally thank Ed Michalowski for all of his work with this innovation. Thank you so much. Designed with cutting-edge security features, these drop boxes include surveillance cameras, tamper-resistant design, and technology that captures images of ballot envelopes and signatures, allowing voters to track their mail ballots in real time. They're also fully ADA compliant, ensuring accessibility for all. We'll be launching a pilot program utilizing this equipment in the next year's gubernatorial election that will modernize the vote-by-mail experience for Cook County residents. Beyond voting access, equity remains a cornerstone of our agenda. We've established the office's first internal diversity, equity, and inclusion committee, and we're expanding community outreach and multilingual resources to better serve residents who have been historically overlooked. Transparency is also central to our work. We've improved our FOIA portal and made ethics information easier to access. These are quiet changes, but they are meaningful when it comes to building public trust. This transition report is more than a record of progress. It's a roadmap of how we move forward. With the focus on cybersecurity, equity, accessibility, and trust, we are reimagining the clerk's office to work better for everyone. I'm deeply grateful to my team for their commitment and to the people of Cook County for holding us to a high standard. Your engagement strengthens our work each and every day. Our full transition report is now available on the clerk's office website, and I encourage everyone to take a moment to read it at cookcountyclerk.com. And now I would like to introduce Mark Schwartz to say a few words.
Thank you, Clerk Gordon. On behalf of the University of Chicago Institute of Politics, it's my honor to stand here today at the official issuance of the transition report. It's a project that students that are here today have worked on hard to help guide the office with innovation and new ideas. It's also personally led for the Institute to a full-time job with one of the committee members for after she graduated, which was a very exciting moment for her because, as many people know, the job market is a little rough these days. But we're very grateful to Clerk Gordon for allowing the Institute to play a role in looking at the operations of the office and finding ways to use efficiency and technology and different approaches to provide better services to the residents of Cook County. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing the demonstration of the smart ballot box come the March primary. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. And also, I would love to thank my staff, all of the staff at the Cook County Clerk's office. You are greatly valued and appreciated. Before we take questions, I would like to ask Ed Michalowski, our Deputy Clerk of Elections, to provide a demonstration of the smart ballot drop box for all of us.
Thank you very much, Clerk.
Thank you.
And with me is Christine Tucker, who is the manager. Christine is the manager of early voting and mail voting. So when we had drop boxes put on our lap a few years ago, literally, it was just that. Here you go, institute a program. So Christine and I got together and we thought about all the things that voters want. They want to make sure that their ballot is counted, their ballot is received, and their ballot is secure. So with Dropbox, like the clerk mentioned, there's tamper-resistant, fire-resistant elements within it, but it also captures images. Just like our scanners on Election Day, we have a paper ballot, we have a copy of the image, and therefore we can know that if we need to reproduce a ballot, we can contact the appropriate voter. Christine developed this program where it opens and closes seamlessly with a QR code to turn it off and on so we know who has access to it. And can give a little bit more of a...
So right now it is open because it states, please insert your envelope. But I'm just going to demonstrate that with this simple QR code, we can just close the box through the camera. And at this point, it now says that it is closed. When the voting for early voting is done for the day, we make sure that this box is closed. It has secure locking front and back. When it's time to open up again for the next day's drop box for them to drop their mail ballots off, we would come in, we would open this back up. Okay, so there it says, please open. Please insert your envelope. So I'm going to demonstrate by me being a voter walking up to. We're going to put this in. Hold on 1 second. All right, and it slides through. And then up at the top, it'll tell you once it's done processing, it'll drop it into a receptacle that's here in the back, and it'll say ballot accepted. Just take a peek, see through here. And it's still there. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So now it'll say a processing envelope. Envelope accepted, thank you, and it'll do the same for the second one that I inserted. So this is one of the ones we're using for our pilot program. It's phenomenal. It has been used. It does the reporting for us. It does the surveillance through the camera, so we see who's coming in, how many they're putting in the ballot box, and once we get the report, we match up, and then we send those out to the processing center.
And what's great is that we have a clerk that is so innovative and supportive that we're the first election authority in the country that implemented this technology. So really thank you, Clerk Gordon.
Thank you so much. And before we close out for questions, I do want to bring someone else up who served in the transition team, Consultant Early Walker, who is also a great friend and supporter. Would you mind coming up saying a few words?
Didn't know I was going to be speaking today. No, I'm joking. As we celebrate Clerk Gordon's 6 months in office, I want to highlight her commitment to transforming the Vital Records Committee for the benefit of our community. In collaboration with the Cyber Task Force, The clerk's office is taking significant steps to ensure affordability by reviewing charges that taxpayers face for online access to vital records through third-party vendors. This careful review is aimed at centering affordability and making vital records accessible for all. Additionally, I am excited to share that Palatine Township is piloting a program to order records virtually, a move that will soon extend to more locations. Furthermore, the clerk's office is exploring a reestablishment of the Bridgeview office, addressing community needs directly. Clerk Gordon understands that our frontline employees are vital to shaping the customer service experience. By simplifying processes and ensuring the availability and multilingual staff, we aim to make vital records accessible for all citizens, including marginalized populations. To tackle systematic barriers, Clerk Gordon is advocating for necessary legislative changes. This includes initiatives for better reporting of death in custody, allowing access to birth certificates without photo IDs, and implementing fee waivers for underserved populations. As we reflect on these accomplishments, I am filled with hope for the future. Clerk Gordon's leadership has set a strong foundation for continuous improvement. Let us all applaud her for her successful 6 months, and I look forward to positive momentum ahead. Thank you.
So now, questions? Yes.
How many of the drop boxes do you have, and how many of the pocket talk devices in the county?
So for the drop box, this is a pilot program, so we have one. The
Okay.
goal is though to have them at all of the court facilities in the county.
Okay, and for the same thing, the pilot program?
Oh, so for the pocket talks, that's fully engaged. There are 11. There are 5 in vital records, 2 in recording, 2 in real estate and taxes, and 2 in elections.
And then do you see any trouble with the Fed cuts? Will the county have issues getting these kind of initiatives started and funded?
Well, so the pocket talks, we took that out of the budget. That was for each pocket talk device, it was about $250, so we spent less than $3,000. Now for this, each box is about $15,000. But thanks to the leadership of Ed Michalowski, who has secured grant funding to take care of that cost. Yes.
So why were the drop boxes necessary? Do you create them to stem criticism that was national and a little bit local about election integrity? What was the driving purpose?
Well, I'll say this, when it comes to election integrity, Cook County is at the forefront in the nation. I am very proud to be a part of an office where election security and integrity is not only intact, but we provide a model example for the remainder of the nation. But let's say this, some people feel a certain type of way. They may think, oh, it's my vote, I'm dropping this off. Is my vote really being counted? Is it being tallied? So this provides them some assurance in a secure way. As was stated earlier with the photo that's taken, the barcode, your vote is tracked. Everything is tracked. So it adds those extra layers of security for the voters. But I strongly believe in mail-in voting. I think it's a tremendous option for our constituents, and we want to continue to make it even better. Yes.
So are these only for mail-in voting, they won't be available on election days?
Well, they're available, but it's for the ballots, the mail-in voting ballots.
How many by the gubernatorial election? Just this one, or?
We're hoping to have them at all the early voting sites, right? 60. Does anyone else have any questions? Yes.
Is it only for the Cook County suburbs, or are you working with the Chicago Board of Elections, and are they planning to adopt it?
In terms of this, like I stated before, this is a pilot program, so this is the only one we have at this time. We look forward to hearing the thoughts of the Chicago Board of Elections on how they feel, but this is something that we're implementing, and as you know, we're in charge of administering the suburban elections. Any more questions? Yes. You must tell me your name.
I'm Sophie Levins and I'm from the Tribune.
Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you. So are these supposed to help at all if there are really close races like the one in 2024, the state's attorney race that was really, really close? Like would these help with counting at all?
Well, Sophie, I would assume because we're tallying them up right away that we will have those results. Do you think that will help with making sure that they're quicker?
That's a great question, Sophie, my daughter Sophie as well. So, you know, USPS tracks our ballots for us when people drop them in the mail. But when they're dropped in a regular drop box, it takes a couple days for those to be reconciled. So the fact that we can reconcile an actual received ballot in one of our early voting sites sooner, it just will increase voter confidence. So.
Any other questions? And thank you, Sophie, for the well-thought-out questions. Thank you.
Is that the only height, or do you have some that are lower for those who might, for disabilities who might need chairs?
So this is just a mock. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is just a mock-up of this. They're already changing the design, and we're already lowering it, and it's on this platform.
Yeah,
And we're also we're going to need to make it easier to transport when you're thinking about holding. There's cameras, there's images, and mirrors in there. So we want to make sure that all of that is taken into account. That's why we don't want to do it until November of next year.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, no problem, Sophie.
So you say November of next year is when you're doing it?
That's the goal.
Okay, so November 2026.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you.
We'll have still the pilot one in the primary,
Okay.
working in this building here.
But just this one?
Right.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you.